Good morning, beloveds. All right. Programming note. I'm not sure about tomorrow morning. I'm running away. Not forever, just for like 24 hours. So I may not be able to do this in the morning. If I don't do it in the morning, I'll either do 2 on Sunday, like I'll do 1 in the morning and then go back and do the evening, Sunday evening, or I will do it when I get home, depending on what time it is, and So I'm running away tomorrow. Everybody should run away from home occasionally. All right. My throat's really dry. The pollen is apparently really high. My allergies are really weird. So I'm going to attempt not to cough. All right. It is April 12th. Our title is I Am Where I Am by Law, Not by Chance. And our author is Alice R. Ritchie, and this was published in Divine Science Monthly in October of 1933. All right. When we acknowledge that we are where we are by law, not by chance, we want to remember to be thankful for this law, whose operation has brought us to our present blessings. Too often do people repeat the meditation statement given above and then look dejected, remembering only some difficult situation in their present environment. Back of our lives today is the law and integrity of the Spirit by whose will we are here at this time. We are born of Spirit. We are here in accordance with the will of Spirit. We are where we are by law and by the law and the law of the one perfect mind. All goes well with us when we keep ourselves mentally in tune with Spirit and adhere to its will and law. If we become mentally detached through non-recognition, fear, and doubt, we lose, temporarily, our conscious connection with our power to succeed, to progress, to be peaceful, well, and joyous. Our part is to make most of the opportunities for advancement in the place where we find ourselves, to do gladly whatever we find to do, to render our most efficient service to others, and to have faith in the law of progress. Study, I forgot she's one that likes to give us homework, Romans chapter 8, 28 and 31, and John 5, 17 and 22. All right. I love how she gives you that run up, and then the most important thing is that third paragraph. If you haven't figured out by now, New Thought is Science of Mind, New Thought, because Divine Science is part of the New Thought, as is Unity and several others. They all fall under that New Thought umbrella. New Thought is a philosophy of personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. What New Thought endeavors to teach us is that we are co-creators in our life, that we have the power to affect our life. We have the power to change our life. And that the best way to do this is to be consciously aware of our partnership with the mind and our ability to use the one mind. Okay? So it's our partnership with the one mind and our ability to use the one mind. That's what's important. All right? If our life sucks, then we have a responsibility to look at our life and go, all right, what about my life sucks and what can I do about it? I am not discounting systems set in place that make our life suck, okay? I'm a woman. I get it. There are systems set in place that, but I do have a responsibility to do what I can do, and I have a responsibility to change those systems. So it is about, and that's why she says we lose temporarily. It's like we never actually lose our connection to spirit. We create the illusion of it. It is about being consciously connected to, and then it goes back to remembering who we are. All right. So remembering the conscious connection to the divine, and then remembering that we are beloved expressions of the divine. So, yeah, we can look at our lives and go, well, what choices am I not making? What choices am I? What choices am I making? All right, but more importantly, what choices am I not making? Because not making a choice is still making a choice, and sometimes that's where we get into trouble. We don't choose. It's like we don't choose. And that gets us in far more trouble than some of our choices can. All right. So like I said, the first two paragraphs are run up to, all goes well with us when we keep ourselves mentally in tune with spirit and adhere to its will and law. All right. So when we say law, we're not talking about, mortal laws. What we are reminding you is that the universe, that the cosmos, that whatever you want to call it, there's a certain way that it works. There's an immutable way that it works, and it's not going to work any other way. I will remind you, though, principle is not bound by precedent. So it's like, if you plant a seed and do all of the things, that seed will sprout. Okay. So, I mean, that's cause and effect. And so that is the way the law works. If you do A, then B will follow. And it's immutable. There's no way to change that. And so, and the will, so if we want to stay in tune with the will and the law, okay, we want to make sure that we are in alignment with good. Okay? Because when we are not in alignment with good, then things come out sideways. The universe will, the law will still answer us, but things will come out sideways. So that's why we always want to make sure that we're in alignment with. And so that's where, like I said, that's the meat of her situation here. We want to make sure that, and which is, by the way, the point of daily spiritual practice, or as one of our authors said, the rhythm of daily prayer. If we consciously go to the source of our own being every single day, whether we want something or not, we just go to that place where nothing has ever been wrong. We sit there, we marinate there, we bring that energy back. Our life doesn't have much choice other than to get better, because we are going to where nothing has ever been wrong and looking at that and going, well, why can't I have that here? So we're bringing that energy back into the material world. That if you do regular daily spiritual practice, your life will improve. It will get better. It doesn't have a choice. So, okay. If we become mentally detached through non-recognition, fear, and doubt, we lose temporarily our conscious connection to our power to succeed. And that's what I'm talking about. We lose our conscious connection to our power. And that's the kicker. Okay? We always have the power to affect our life. Always, 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 always. We always have the power. The question is, are we using it consciously or not? And that's what I said. Not making a choice is still making a choice. So how many times have we abdicated our responsibility to make a choice in our life? And we have allowed situations and other people and circumstances and situations to make, systems to make that choice for us. All right. I made a remark about being a woman in systems, because as a woman, growing up as a girl, there were a number of times where people looked at me and went, oh, that's cute, but sweetie, you're a girl. You can't do that. And I'm like, watch me. You know, I made a choice. I made a conscious choice to not accept what I was told, that I was a girl, then I couldn't do it, you know? And so that's what she is talking about. That is what she is talking about. Was I consciously connected to the source of my own being? Did I know what? I didn't know what it was. I did not know what the source of my being was. I was raised loosely Catholic. I was raised military Catholic. You know, but I came into this world with some ideas. And some of those ideas were, well, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do. So now, as an adult, I can look back at all of those times and recognize that I was consciously using the one mind to do what it was, whatever it was that I wanted to do, even though I didn't know what it was. And so now, when I'm faced with a similar situation where I can look at a choice that I'm faced with in my life, okay, but now I am conscious. Now I know what the source of my being is. Now I know that there is a place that exists, a place that exists where nothing has ever been wrong, where whatever current difficulty that I am facing doesn't exist. And I can go to that place and sit there for a minute, a moment, because a moment is as long as you need it to be. And then I can bring that energy back into this world and I can deal with, fix, whatever it is that is not, that my life isn't okay, you know, because I know that I can do that now. But I knew that I could do that then, and I never so briefly, probably in my 20s, I let people talk me out of that, you know, for a brief moment, because we all go through that. In our 20s, we never know who we are. So, you know, for a brief moment, I let people talk me out of what I knew as a child. And then I came into New Thought. New Thought reminded me of what I knew as a child. That's why New Thought is not New Thought, it's Old Thought. And we don't teach you new things, we remind you of what you already know. Okay? And that's what she's reminding us. Our life isn't chance. Our life is choice. And Jesse said that more than once. If he could do one thing, he thinks that would make the world better, it's to remind everybody that they're a choice. Sometimes the only choice we have initially is how we feel about a situation, but once we make up our mind how we feel about our situation, we will find ways to deal with the situation. So, your life is not chance. Your life is choice. There is a law operating in the back of it, and you are consciously connected to one perfect mind that knows everything, because it's not bound by time and space. Everything you could possibly need is available to you in that mind when you are consciously aligned with it, in tune with it, connected to it, the operative word being conscious. And then you can make a well-informed choice, a well-informed spiritual choice. And that's why New Thought is definitely a philosophy. It's a way to live your life. We're definitely not a religion. You know, we just happen to have looked around the world and went, you know what? There's a whole lot of really interesting teachers out there saying some really interesting stuff. Let's give this a go. Let's give this a go. So, let me go back and check and make sure. You are not being blown about by the winds of fate, is what Alice is telling us. You are not being blown about by the winds of fate. There is a definite law operating, and if you are willing to cooperate with that law, you can and will make better choices. All right. Our part is to make the most of the opportunities for advancement in the place we find ourselves, to do gladly whatever we find to do, to render our most efficient service to others, and to have faith in the law of progress. So, the mission today, should we choose to accept it, outside of the mission, which is always conscious awareness, And that comes back to knowing who you are, which, as I have said, you are a beloved expression of the divine. Our mission today is to make the most of the opportunities for advancement where we find ourselves, to do gladly whatever we find to do. And you know what? That's not always easy, and I understand that. But if we can do the work in front of us gladly, it goes by faster, it goes by easier, it just works better. It just works better. So, that's what Alice Ritchie has to say. It is all about consciousness and about recognizing that there is a law. And that if we will come into alignment with the way the law works, our life will be better. You don't have a choice but to improve. All right. So, you got your mission today. The other mission is the same one I give you every day. The spiritual practice of self-care. All right. If we live a life of service, and Alice said we live a life of service, you can't pour from an empty cup. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. Whatever it looks like. Big or small, it doesn't matter. The point is to practice on yourself. You are your own best test subject. You get immediate feedback. But, one, I'm encouraging, by doing it every day, I'm encouraging you to create a habit so that eventually everything you do for yourself and others is loving, kind, and compassionate. The most important reason is you deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. All right? Please practice on yourself. All right. Make room for joy. No matter what's going on in the world, you still deserve joy. Make room for joy, please. Okay. I think I'm good for that. So the couple of quick housekeeping, just a reminder, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I encourage you, because it's a cheap and easy way to support the center, is to go to our social medias and like and follow and subscribe and share and comment. Please feel free to comment. That way, it bumps us in the algorithms, because we think we have some pretty important stuff to say. You know, we want to make a world that works for everybody, and this is one way you can help us, and all it costs you is a click. All right, you want to know what's going on with the center? Please email info@creativelife.org. That will get you on the constant contact. You only get one email a week because it's a real person doing it, and he ain't got time for more than that. All right, and then I'm going to remind you that, I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a Friday, a wrapping that week up day, a getting stuff done day, a knowing who you are day, a recognizing it's not chance day, a practicing our consciousness day, our getting into the rhythm of daily prayer day, a kind day, a compassionate day, a loving day, a running away day, a good day. Oh, well, obviously I'm going to have a silly day, a good day. And if that's too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light. You are a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. All right, beloveds? Explore the truth of your being. Peel back the layers of everything that you have been told about yourself. By everything. By people that know you, by people that don't know you, by ad executives, by marketing agencies, by archetypes, by stereotypes, by gender normatives, by society, religion, and culture. Peel all of that away and get to know who the divine knows you to be. Because I can make you one promise. It's the only promise I can make you that is not a pie crust promise. The person that the divine knows you to be is good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds. Whew. Reverend David will be on around with you. It will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. I will be back at normal on Sunday. So I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. I will get it done sometime. I don't know when. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.